What's up, y'all? Today I'm making a video where I'll be playing some community world games and sharing kind of my thoughts. This will be more kind of aimed at new players or like amateur players who maybe play like occasionally, I don't know, some competitive here and there. But yeah, mainly for newer players. And so I'm going to be playing a somewhat simpler map. I'll be playing Community World, which I find pretty well, I'd say I don't want to say easy map, but not like super rural or difficult, but a map that where all the locations are kind of solvable and they all have like good stuff that beginners can learn from. So I'll get right into it. I accidentally had a 2-second timer on because I was trying to don't even ask. But here we go. First round, we have some good stuff here. First off, we have these French-style pulls where it goes up kind of in a triangle shape and then has these lines and the bar extends past it. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just this shape of pull is usually in France. Sometimes it's in Spain, but it is also in Senegal, which was a French colony. So this one will be Senegal. What else can lead you to Senegal here is this big gray truck. Like a bit, I mean, it could look sort of white, but the big gray truck is usually Senegal. I'm trying to think what else it could be. It could be Kenya, I guess. But yeah, and then the architecture feels relatively West African. I don't know, everything else fits, but those are the two major like metas, like the car and the pole here. So yeah, I don't know. I think it should be somewhere kind of central. I'm not sure. Okay. I don't want to make this a super long video, so I'll try and kind of speed through it. We'll see though. Wow, this is a really hard round. So it has the license plate. Well, first of all, we're driving on the left. So driving on the left is common in Asia. There's a few countries in Southern Africa. UK, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, but it's very common in Asia, and this looks pretty tropical, so that makes quite a bit of sense. Then these license plates where you can see either one or two black things, those are Malaysia and Indonesia. I think if it's two black stripes, it's Indonesia, which makes sense because Indonesia does drive on the left. Also, Indonesia uses a yellow center line a lot more often than Malaysia. Malaysia would mostly use white outside lines and white inside lines, so it does make quite a bit of sense for Indonesia, in my opinion. As to where, I have no idea, but this should be Indonesia. I think, again, one stripe is Malaysia, two stripes is Indonesia. We will see, though. It's Indonesia. It's Batam. That makes a lot of sense because it did feel very Malaysian to me. But just those islands south of Singapore, which which are part of Indonesia. This round, the big thing we got here is we got gray car. You can see it always kind of extends a little bit past the blur. Gray car with roof rack. Now this is in Guatemala, it's in Kyrgyzstan, and I guess it's technically in Laos, but it's usually Guatemala or Kyrgyzstan, and then from there you can just climate, base, guess it, or language. So this is Spanish, and landscape, everything else feels more Guatemalan. I'm gonna weirdly go a little bit more north, like Koban or something, because I'm feeling it. Okay, well, not really, but anyways, next round here, this actually, like, doesn't have a lot of information, but it will be the US. This kind of bollard that, like, US has some, like, really weird stick bollards that, I don't know, just look kind of strange. The one that looks like an iPhone, I've been told this is Nevada. Now, this looks really weird for Nevada, so it might extend into other states. But these kind of like, is this sagebrush? I don't know what sagebrush is actually, to be honest. But this type of vegetation is very common in like southwestern USA, like Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, maybe even southern parts of this. I don't know exactly how far it extends, but yeah, that is where it's common, and I guess we'll see where this is. So it'll be western U.S. somewhere, and I got the right mountain range, so happy about that. Moving on. This one's a hard one to explain. I think this will be South Korea because I mean, this is a Japanese kind of looking truck. The infrastructure feels very Asian. This kind of mirror thing with like an orange like stick is like super common in Japan, but also in South Korea. I've also seen it in Taiwan, so I guess that's an Asian thing. And then Japan would have low cam, and South Korea does not. It either has this back blur or has black car, like for the most part. So, yep. That's all there was to say there. Let me run through these quickly. We have Swiss flag. We have blur. We have like low cam. We have European license plate. That's an Italian license plate, so I'm thinking it could be near Italy. But yeah, low cam, Switzerland, Japan has it. I don't know, it's a few other countries, but this makes a lot of sense for Switzerland. So honestly, I'd be interested to see if, oh, well, let's see. Beach Club Pizzeria. I don't know if the Italian plate will be kind of bait or not. I don't know where the... We'll see what this actually ends up being. Okay, it was close to Italy, but on a different little lake down here. Here we go, second round. White car. White back car is found in many places, but primarily Southern Africa and parts of South America, Peru, Bolivia, Chile. And then with this landscape, it's probably like these tufts of grass, kind of dryness. It's probably Bolivia or Peru. I actually can't tell which one it will be, but I think it will be one of the two. So I guess we'll go some hilly part of here. Near the lake often looks like this. So yeah, it's kind of near the lake in that area. Okay, this is surely a trekker. Yeah, this is a trekker. That being said, the architecture, I think it's Chile. Yeah, so this should be Chile. Chile has a lot of tsunamis, I guess, because they have a lot of these signs for evacuation routes. So that is actually, if you see that, you will be in Chile. That is a Chilean flag. They have this like cabin-style architecture that's really common. And then with the mountains and the greenness, it should be southern Chile. I kind of want to get the town. Wait, no, I'm not even... What am I doing? I shouldn't be playing like this. Should I? I feel like it'd be kind of cool to get it, though. Nah. Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Who knows? We'll see. Oh, it's Tortel. Okay. I was not far off. Here we go. Next round. We have this European car where it's blue with a little blip coming out of it. We have a very skinny road, which is common in UK, Ireland, France. Landscape slightly hilly. If you see like very white houses with black roofs, that is very common in Ireland. Sometimes northwestern France, but very common in Ireland. I can't really tell by the pole tops what it would be, but very common in Ireland, and I think I said that like 25 times, but I think that's because it's right, so I'm gonna send Western Ireland. Yep, with hilliness, it should be Western Ireland. Got a good guess there. This one looking very European automatically. There looks to be no antenna, which could point us to Serbia and North Macedonia as the two countries in Europe with no antenna. think that is what I'm leaning towards right now. We seem to be in a big city. Yeah, I know. I guess I'll just go Belgrade. We'll see where it is. Okay, it was northern Serbia in that city I've never heard of. 24-2. That was a pretty good game. Here we go with a Russia. These like rectangle pools are very common in Russia and in Ukraine. And then we have Soviet-style architecture with these like big fences. I don't know if there's a whole lot more to say. We do have the white car, which is, with some main exceptions, usually all the way east. So that is interesting. I mean, I kind of want to see if this is. I mean, we're along a river, so this one might be possible actually. I don't know though. There's some other spots. South of Chelyabinsk is the other spot it could have been with white car, or likely, but whatever. Here we go. We have a low cam. You can tell by the big blur, and it just feels lower. We have a low camera. Japan's electricity poles often are just like a fucking mess. They have like a ton of shit on them. So if you see something like a ton of wires, a ton of insulators, all this little mess, then you're probably in Japan. Another big thing, this arrow is only found in Hokkaido, in the northern island here. That is very useful. This is used because it snows a lot in this part, and that arrow points to the road, so drivers know when there's a ton of fucking snow. That's about it. Just send Hokkaido. Nice. This round here, it looks like we have no car as well, no antenna, which is also, aside from being found in Serbia and North Macedonia, found in Turkey. So this one looks to be Turkey with Turkish language. Turkish language is one of the easier ones. It has a bunch of accent things, and I don't know. It's just one of the ones that I feel like is pretty easy. Like that's one of the languages beginners understand first. So, yep. Here we go with the America. We have yellow lines in the middle, white on the outside. We have this. Wait, is that New Mexico? Highway sign? I don't really remember actually. But it looks southern with the dryness. And wait, is that California one? No, it's not. It's like a. I don't know my highway signs, guys. Okay, it's southeastern Utah. Regardless, though, that's all right. This one, we have a short antenna. If you see antenna, you're in Gen 3, you're most likely to be in Europe. I'll just put that out there. And then this one is very difficult. Yeah, honestly, there's like nothing to say here. I'll get this one wrong. Because this architecture looks like it's French or Belgian or something, but it doesn't feel like that to me. My guess would have been like Slovenia. I'm just very lost. So it's very forested. We'll find out what it is. It's Belgium. Okay, that makes sense. This region of Belgium is pretty forested. That was kind of bad, but that's okay. This round we have the bollards with 2 white circles, and the other ones will just be a white rectangle. These are only found really in Germany, I guess Luxembourg. I mean, maybe some other things have it, but mostly in Germany. And then combined with, flat farmland makes sense for Germany quite a bit. Yep, so there we go. Okay. Europe is not my strong suit, I'm going to be honest. But we have another one, which appears to be maybe Italian. This one, there's not really a lot going on. This one's just vibes. But it looks like we have circular poles, which are common in Italy. I guess Croatia and Czechoslovakia in terms of Europe. And the architecture just feels Italian to me. Nah, I don't really know though, so we'll see. Okay, never mind. I did know I cooked. Sometimes that happens. This one, we keep getting Europe. A good thing to know here is GATAN ending is only found in Sweden. With all these, I say only, like it's 99%. Like here, here. I think it just means street. So, and then, oh, we got a cool little town here. Yeah, I mean, the language is the main part here. Everything else, like, fits well, but there's a .se domain here, but really the main thing is just the language. So, we'll see. I'll go here. Okay, wow, it was this random town up here. Next round, we have some good stuff. We have a yellow plate, which is often found in Colombia, combined with pare, which is the stop sign. We also have the Colombian flag colors. A good thing to know is all of South America, or all of South America uses pare. Mexico uses alto, and Spain uses just stop. So if you see pare, you're in South America, and the yellow license plates kind of confirm that it's Colombia. Let me see. Will I know the city? Probably not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I think here. I'll just go Bogota. Okay, it was Barranquilla. That's unfortunate, but big country. This one is good. We have Spanish. We have driving on the right. Makes sense. This black and white striped signpost is only in South America, found in Peru, so very common. And then some Peruvian license plates will be yellow too, which is a little tricky, I guess. But some will not. And the landscape feels very, very Andes, very, yeah, I think, wait, I feel like I've seen El Milagro. Maybe I'm tripping, but this does feel kind of south to me. We'll see. Oh, it was not kind of south. But Peru nevertheless. Next round we get. There's like nothing here. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can say here. Is it like British Columbia maybe? But the lines are weird. It could be Europe. Wait, no, this is really confusing. Okay, it was Oregon. That's just a really tough round. I don't know what to say. This one, though, we have an Australian bollard, which is a white long stick with the red rectangle going through it. And then a lot of red roofs. If you see the signs are, this is a big thing that people miss. The signs are set up for the left side of the road here, so that like significantly limits the countries it can be. So that's like really good to check for driving direction. Yep, and around Adelaide region. Here we have it again. On the back it looks gray, but maybe we'll find another one. Yeah, the red. So yeah, I mean, the architecture is gettable once you kind of looked at it a decent bit. But yeah, it's pretty standard Australia. Wow, that is north. Next round we have a little white gray car peeking out, and we have these cool pines, and we have a very mountainous landscape. I think this is a little more gray than white. It's hard to tell, but if you see that with this landscape, these pines, you should be in Bhutan. That being said, I have gone Bhutan on northern Philippines, but yeah, this should be Bhutan. It's just a landscape thing. There's not a whole lot more to say about that one. So, oh, this is a good one. Xuuxeek. That's a very indigenous sounding name. What else? There's Spanish, indigenous language here. The big thing here is we have these like houses with thatched roofs and stuff here. It's very tropical, a lot of white soil, and a big thing you'll see around houses or other things are rock walls in this area, which all of this confirms the area of Yucatan, the Yucatan Peninsula, so probably Yucatan, Quintana Roo are the most common areas where these types of things can be found. And then on top of that, Coca-Cola is huge in Mexico, so that's just, yeah. Alright, so next up, this one, white car, and driving on the right, looks quite Bolivian, but, oh, yeah. So Bolivia, Peru, Chile are the options here with the white car in South America, and then the signpost is like white and wooden instead of white, black, striped. So that eliminates Peru, and then Chile just doesn't really look like Chile to me. Not sure there's a whole lot more. Yeah, I don't really know. It just vibes there, to be honest. So Potosí or Sucre probably. Sucre. Gosh, we keep getting a lot of Europe, bro. Okay, this architecture looks vaguely Italian to me. Is that okay? It feels a little green to be Spain. So I'm just gonna assume that we're in the valley and the north. These are the foothills of the Alps, and we're somewhere in this region. I don't really know. We'll see. Okay, it was the foothills of the Alps with the south, yeah, having kind of some flat agricultural area. These really huge, thick bollards, the girthier ones with the red stripe going through them, and this kind of shape, pencil shape at the top, are only found in France. There's literally nothing else here that could tell you France other than vibes, so that's the big thing here. Moving on, we have no car here, no antenna or no color peeking out. So with this language, there's a little thing on the S here. Everything else, this will confirm Turkey. There's also the Turkish bollard here, which looks almost identical to the Australian one, but they're pretty far away, so try not to mess that up, I guess. Yeah. This next one, the camera quality is super poor, which limits you quite a bit, often to India, Cambodia, Nigeria, Ecuador. These palms, that are circular, are sometimes called Cambodia palms, I think. So they're very common in Cambodia, but these types of palms are also common in India. So this is actually a tough one. I'm actually not sure which one it is, but I would say it's probably Cambodia. Yeah, it will be Cambodia because India uses a lot of different telephone poles, but Cambodia's ones are usually circular, and they have little black dots that you can see here, like holes, I guess, that go through the telephone poles. So yeah, if I had to guess here, I'll guess near Phnom Penh, maybe. I almost went southeast, but yeah, that's kind of a good way to distinguish. Holy crap. This is an insane round. I have no idea where I am. I don't know. Brazil, Australia. There's nothing here. It was... Okay, I'm supposed to be good at that country, but we ignore that. Here we go again. We have these yellow bollards, which are literally only found in Iceland. And I mean, Iceland landscape, pretty volcanic, is pretty easy to get. But that's just something that helps out. And then, nah, this doesn't line up. We'll see though. Oh, it was water south there. But yeah, that was just an Iceland bollard and Iceland landscape. This one we have concrete pavement, which is super common in the Philippines as well as Thailand. The way to distinguish those is Thailand drives on the left, Philippines drives on the right, as well as language and other things. These tuk-tuks and trikes are extremely common in Philippines and can actually tell you the region where you are. But that is a little bit more difficult to learn. Philippines also has some of these octagonal poles, which are found in multiple countries, but one of them being the Philippines. The concrete road is the main thing here. So yeah, I would just keep that in mind. And then there's a lot of these little trikes going on. So that is northern Philippines. This next one here. Okay. Yeah, this paint on the bottom of the pole will be a Taiwan thing. There's a similar one in South Korea and sort of similar in Japan, but if it's going diagonal and rotating like this all the way to the bottom, then it's Taiwan. So I guess if it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, I think it's South Korea, but we see Chinese here, not Korean. Korean would have a lot of circles in the letters. And then, yeah, that's about it. Taiwan also drives on the right, and Japan drives on the left for people who mess that up. Yep, and let's see. Wait, this would be kind of cool if it's like over here. Surely not, but that's probably like here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, that's the East Coast. Next round we have, looks like long dashes. Long dashes are only Norway. Short dashes are very common in Sweden, but sometimes in other countries in Europe. So yeah, long white dashes on the outside make this Norway. This sign is a Norway thing, but not the most important thing. One of the good things here is the snow pole, so you don't have to be in a snowy area. And in Europe, they're like most commonly found in Norway, Sweden, Finland. The Finland style has the white marker smaller and up at the top, and then the Norway, Sweden one are usually the same style, with it kind of in the middle. But yeah, this should be Norway. So yeah, it is. Okay, this one will be Argentina, right? Okay, this is Argentina. It looks very strange, to be honest, for Argentina. Usually Argentina has a black car. You can sort of make it out here. But yeah, Argentina has a black car. Peru sometimes has a black car. Uruguay has a black car. In South America, I'm supposed to be good at this country, so let me see if I can cook something up. It could be a weird road south of Mendoza, like maybe San Rafael area. But I was thinking more towards Neuquén. This is really strange, though. Wow, this is really weird. I don't know, we'll just see where it is. It was Mendoza. Okay. That was definitely findable, but whatever. This one we have very white soil, very tropical feeling. So that is like super common, like I said, in this Yucatan area. The yellow middle line is common in the Americas, so that checks out for Mexico, for US. But this does just feel a little bit more Floridian. I don't know whether it's the fence or just the vibes. There's also no car thing, which usually Mexico has, so we'll just leave it in Florida. It is Big Cypress National Preserve. Next round, we got a skinny road. We got kind of rolling hills. Makes sense for UK, Ireland. Could be France potentially. Yeah, there's this one's kind of rural, so it might be a little bit more difficult, but I'm thinking maybe UK. We'll see. Okay, it is southern UK. This one's panned, interestingly. Looks like the signs are set up for the right. We look like we have an American-Canadian mailbox. We have the American car blur. The Canadian one has 2 bumps. This one has 1. We have a stop sign, and it looks pretty Midwestern. So I think you just clicked Missouri. Nope, it's Wisconsin. Close enough. This one is another concrete road. You can tell because it's light, and it usually has these these divisions, I guess. And then if we look at the Thailand will have specific telephone poles that are rectangular. So, but yeah, I'd say if you have a concrete road, you should be 70% in the Philippines. And then when we look back here, we can see a trike. So we trust that this is the Philippines, and we send in the middle, and it is kind of in the middle, or it's north. Next round, due to the Tungshao Township. Well, we have Chinese here, and then we have the Taiwanese pole, so this will be Taiwan. Tungshao is interesting. I wonder if that is. I wonder if it's on another. Wait, Tungshao. Oh wait, this looks kind of good. Oh, that's my alarm. This looks kind of good. Okay, it was just up here, but anyways, that's how you get Taiwan. This one, we have the antenna in the Gen 3 camera coverage, so it will be Europe. And then we got Greek script here. This O with the thing is Greek, but all the other letters are Greek too. So we're just gonna, what if I commit here? This will be a cook. Oh my, I cooked. I am the best Greece player in the world. I'll play a few more games. Here we go. We have the 2 yellow ones with a yellow one on the side. I can't actually remember if that's Latvia or Estonia. It might be in both. Lithuania would have different bollards. An important thing to note here is, you can't see it here. A lot of the poles in the Baltic countries, so Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, are at have one straight pole and one at an angle like this. None of these really have it, but if you're debating the states or these 3 countries, it's good to look at the poles, because if you have alternating hooks coming out of the pole, you will only be in Latvia. So yeah, here we got Japanese, and we have the Japanese pole colors at the bottom, which are yellow, black stripes alternating. And then we'll probably find out some of these poles are just massively fucked up. What's going on there? Nobody knows. But wait, is that the northern one? Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. As for where in the country, Sendai, maybe Akita, Morioka, Aomori. I'll go Akita. I am the best Japan player in the world. Okay, keep going. I think this is Taiwan. Yeah, we have the Taiwan pole paint. We have Chinese. We have the 61 road. Honestly, I'm on a super good score. This is kind of crazy. So expressway 61. 61. Oh, here's a 61. But I can promise you it's gonna go the whole country. Let's see. Is this? Who knows where we are? Is this gonna go the whole country? It appears it will. So I'll just go here. Okay, it's down here. So that is 24,500, which is actually quite a good score. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty nice. I'll play 1 or 2 more, even though I probably should have ended on that one. Here we have the Curacao car with the racks and this kind of shiny little front. that's all there is here. Just simple car meta. Once you've seen the country enough, you might not need the car meta, but that's the main tip here. So, yep. Here we have long dashes once again. So this will be Norway. Yeah, that's what can be said about this round. You can't read the ending of that street sign, but sometimes those are helpful. So yeah. Ah, damn it! I wanted to go Stavanger. Okay. Here we have the Gen 3 car with antenna, so we'll be in Europe. Vie, that sounds very French. And then maybe we can confirm here. Et, that's and in French. Rue, that's the French thing. As for where area codes can be useful, does that say 03? 02 is here, 03 is northeast. So honestly, I can buy it. You know what? Let's trust and let's go. Let's weirdly go like Belfort. Okay, maybe it was not 03. Anyways, here we go in a U.S.-Canada round. U.S. and Canada, all of the Americas share this kind of common trait of white outer lines, yellow inner. And then from here, it feels pretty northern because of trees like this and the flatness. And I think this poll might be Manitoba specific, but I am not sure. We're going to give it a shot, though. Hopefully, okay, it is Manitoba. So we will play one or two more games. Here we go. We got LI 637 Tikmar. Okay, well, this one will be Peru. Peru often has this kind of pole paint at the bottom, sometimes orange and black, sometimes yellow and black, but it's also really common in Colombia. There's a lot of things going on here, but there's Spanish, and I think the main thing to pull from this is that these signs are mounted on white cinder blocks, which is literally only found in Peru. So that is important. And then, yeah, and then from there, there's sugarcane plantations. It's one of the easier crops to recognize, and they have pretty regional distributions in a lot of the countries. And so for Peru, that's usually from Chiclayo to Chimbote on the coast here. That is where it is mostly found. And then, yeah, I mean, everywhere you look, it's kind of flat, so that checks out for the coastal region. And then maybe I look for Tikmar. Maybe I don't. I kind of want to, though. Wouldn't it be cool if I found this? I sure think so. But it might not be our day. Let's see. Yeah, I know I am pretty confident on this region. Tuman is not the same thing. We might just have to leave it here and just give up. Yeah, all right. We'll say it's here. It's really small, but yeah, it's in this region. And that's how I'll end it off. That's it. I don't know what else, but maybe I'll make another one of these. So, yep. Adios.